back to Boarding with Bernards. Today's episode is, honestly, one of the wildest days we've ever had travelling.
It's stacked, like absolutely overflowing, because we decided, entirely on brand for us, to cram history, culture, comedy and chaos all into one day. And honestly, Egypt handled us better than we handled Egypt.
In this adventure, we are travelling from the ancient world to the real world, starting at Abu Simbel, where Ramses II carved himself into stone, because mirrors just weren't enough.
To the desert heat of Aswan, the colourful people of the Nubian villages, and finally, the engineering monster known as the Aswan High Dam, which is basically Egypt saying, watch this space.
We'll wrap up in Esna, where we meet some of the most genuine, hard-working people ever. People who have somehow managed to smile even when they're surrounded by goats, chickens, and two sweaty Australians with cameras.
So buckle up, grab your sunscreen, and let's kick off one of our most incredible days in all of Egypt. So King Ramses II built this tomb for his favourite wife, Queen Nefertari. And then everyone knows we've all got a favourite wife.
Who's your favourite wife?
The one and only.
Yeah, baby.
Abu Simbel, the temple where Ramses II basically said, I want something dramatic. And his architects replied, how dramatic? And he said, yes. The entrance alone feels like you're walking into a movie set, except everything is real and carved more precisely than any sculpture today.
Each statue is 20 metres tall, which is roughly the height of all the confidence I gained when I was handed the golden key later in this episode. Built over 3,000 years ago, this entire temple was carved into the mountainside.
The sheer scale really hits you. You stand there thinking, people built this? Like with no cranes, no lasers, not the pew-pew-pew kind either, no computers, just determination.
And probably a lot of yelling.
Hey! Hurry up, do your job!
Yalla!
Or you'll get another job! Surprisingly cool here. That's impressive. That's huge.
In between the legs, this is King Ramses' children.
Now, here's the twist. Abu Simbel was not actually in its original location.
In the 1960s, after the Aswan Dam was built, the rising waters of Lake Nasser threatened to swallow the whole site. So, UNESCO basically said, not today, Pharaoh.
Yep, in one of the most insane rescue missions ever attempted, engineers sliced the temple into over 1,000 blocks, each weighing between 20 and 30 tonnes. Then rebuilt it 60 metres higher because the new Aswan Dam was about to drown it.
Imagine a global IKEA Pharaoh edition, except instead of flat packs, you've got ancient statues, and instead of Allen keys, you've got engineers crying.
But they nailed it. The temple still aligns perfectly so that twice a year, sunlight travels all the way to the sanctuary and lights up 3 of the gods. Except Ptah. He's the god of darkness. He gets kept in the dark. A bit like me when Jodie organises our travel plans. We're at the temple of Ramses II here in Abu Simbel, and this is literally the most original, the world's biggest Lego project ever. This temple was cut down, and you can see the size and the scale of it. It was cut down from about 200 feet over that way into 95,000 pieces. They were all numbered, labelled, carefully marked, and then had to be brought up here to get away from the high water mark, and all reassembled here to what you see today.
So originally they found this, they sort of stumbled across it really because a frog had jumped out. So it wasn't just here and it wasn't just here, like you couldn't just see it, it was covered in sand. And then a frog jumped out and then they went exploring and went, oh my goodness, another temple.
But not just another one, Ramses II.
Ramses II.
The big guy. And there's 4 of him.
Inside is like walking into Egypt's most dramatic scrapbook. It's a maze of rooms, chambers, and art. Every wall is covered in hieroglyphs. Honestly, more writing than my high school career.
Ramses II basically documented every moment of his life, particularly the famous Battle of Kadesh. The historians say it was actually closer to a draw, but Ramses clearly didn't believe in modesty.
I know a little someone like that. The detail is mind-blowing and also slightly a little terrifying when you're in the dark tomb and you get this eerie feeling, like the temple is whispering stories to you.
Whisper.
Sun. I was saying it was a soccer ball earlier. I had a different temple, represents the sun, which represents light.
Well, we know Egypt likes soccer, but it probably
Yes.
wasn't ever going to be a soccer ball.
No, I don't think so. What I really want to find now is there's some paintings or some chiseling out of it's a scene of fertility. So we need to try and find that. Can we find that, Graham?
Let's go look
Let's
for
go find. Then
body
came
parts.
the key. One of the guards walked up to me with this massive golden key, the actual legitimate key to the main temple doors, and handed it to me. Like I legit got promoted.
Now, I have no idea who decided this, but someone in Egypt said, let's give this Australian woman the power to seal a temple full of tourists. And they did.
Naturally, I took this responsibility extremely serious. To all the visitors, I almost locked in Abu Simbel forever. You would have had plenty to look at.
Watching her hold that key, I genuinely thought, this is it. She's starting her own dynasty.
Look, Ramses II had statues. I had a key. It felt fair.
Come in,
I
everyone come
saved
in.
you all!
Abu Simbel blew us away. It's one thing to see pictures, it's another to stand beneath statues carved with such precision 3,300 years ago. And you still just feel the ego behind it.
It's magnificent, theatrical, and honestly, a bit humbling because nothing we build today will last this long, except maybe YouTube's memory of my golden key moment. Welcome to the High Dam of Aswan. 22 monuments have been moved in the making of this dam, otherwise they would have been flooded. UNESCO helped the Egyptian government move them all and save them all, and now they're all saved, so great work.
Next we head to the Aswan High Dam, the massive project responsible for saving Egyptians from floods. And also for causing everyone in the 1960s to panic about drowning temples. It's one of those places you hear about in the documentaries, but don't fully grasp until you see it in person. It's enormous.
At 111 metres high and nearly 4 kilometres long, it's so big that the lake behind it, Lake Nasser, stretches deep into Sudan. That's longer than every shopping trip I've ever taken, combined.
It changed Egypt forever. Controlled flooding, increased farm instability, and generates enough hydroelectric power for almost all of Egypt.
Also, crocodiles. So many crocodiles.
The Aswan Dam holds 132 billion cubic metres of water. I got
That-
no idea how much that is. Well, you can see, it's a lot, right? It's a lot.
It's massive.
But they lose about 6 billion each year just in evaporation, obviously because it's such a wide area, and the average depth of it's about 60 metres. But then, once we go across the other side of the road, which we'll head over just over here soon, you'll see that it drops 62 metres from this side to the other side. That gives you an idea of how big the dam wall actually is on the other side. But
Yeah.
let's go have a quick look.
The other side is the Nile, by the way.
The other side is the Nile.
Yes.
Aswan Dam, the Nile.
Let's go.
Just a 20-metre walk across the road and we're now on the other side of the dam, and you can see the Nile in the background.
And the hydroelectric behind Graham.
Which generates billions of megawatts, right?
Basically all their needs. Just through simple water, very green, So the Nile now is more controlled in that it doesn't flood anymore. First time in history that the Nile now doesn't flood, and that now the Egyptian people don't get flooded, and they're less likely to go through droughts now. So they are very happy people.
So that's the positive side, but there's one or two downsides, and the main one being that now they don't get the silt that would naturally come and irrigate the land. So they're now having to use artificial fertilisers and create those to do it. But I suppose it's a small downside compared to not flooding and always having water and not having to go through droughts anymore.
And they have more food now. Instead of just getting one crop a year, they're getting 3 to 4 crops. So more food.
So now we're off to the airport and we're heading to Abu Simbel.
Perfect, let's go. But the real heart of Aswan isn't the dam. It's the Nubian villages. Colourful, warm, full of character.
The Nubian people are some of the oldest cultures in Africa and they have traditions that go back thousands of years.
Everywhere we went, someone waved, smiled, and dragged us into the moment we'll never forget. The Nubian people are warm, joyful, and unbelievably welcoming. Thank you. The houses looked like they'd been dipped in paint. Blues, oranges, pinks. Every house felt like a piece of art.
Of a Nubian village house where the average income is about $150 a month. And if this was in Australia and we found all these old bottles, these things would sell in a second-hand junk shop for like $10 a bottle. That's how insane the world is. We met shopkeepers who were hilarious, kids who stole the show, and families who welcomed us in like long-lost cousins.
We sat with families who shared stories about their traditions, fishing, farming, and the way the community ties hold everything together.
Nubian villager, and just now on the second story, wandering through all the different rooms. This one actually has tiles. Downstairs was all sand.
How much cooler is it in here in temperature?
It's a lot cooler in here. There's a simplicity here, but not in a lacking sort of way. It's in a beautiful, intentional way.
Honestly, this part of the trip grounded us. The people here have so little material things, yet they shine with happiness.
Oh, look at their roofs down here.
How you like them? I can what is there?
They're all rounded in the same style as we sell in Greece, right? So that keeps the
It was a lot cooler down there.
Keeps the rooms cooler. It's interesting that every roof in this village is done like that. So it goes all the way out there to the right as well.
Susie has just taken us off the beaten track and we're out of the tourist area. We're heading back to the tourist area. Lead the way, Graham.
Hey boys. Esna might not be as famous as the big temples, but it was unforgettable. A completely different experience. Not touristy, not polished, just raw Egyptian life.
We saw goats, cows, chickens, basically the entire Egyptian Noah's Ark, strolling casually through the town like they owned it.
The local craftsmanship was incredible. Wool spinning, pillow making, weaving, all done by hand. There's no fancy tools, just skill and patience.
But my favourite, the traditional ironing method. Instead of a steam iron, the man literally drinks water and he sprays it like a human sprinkler.
Like,
You have to say it correctly.
That's pretty good. That sounds like a
That is
steam.
the
That's
spray.
pretty good.
Sprayer. It's a good spray.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What color like it? Black, white?
No
I
idea.
found him
I
again.
have all colors.
That's
Thank
all
you,
right.
sir. My name is Adam. Thank you.
I got to be honest here. I was in shock. I mean, I hope it's not how you are when I'm not home.
Life here is tough. The buildings are simple, money is scarce. But the smiles are genuine and the people...
We're happy to see us. That was some of the most amazing, happiest people we ever filmed. But that was Jodie's line.
Yes. Get your money. How much? Get your money. See, I asked him, how old are you? And he said, I'm 76.
This
and I'm
man is
still working
76.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Egyptian cotton.
عمدة كتل بعد quality السيم الجلابية.
Same as...
Oh,
soft. So soft. They're some of the happiest people we've filmed.
It's real, it's raw, and it's Egypt at its most authentic.
And that is the quality, different
Okay.
quality.
Different.
You can see
Yep.
the princess, touch, you can feel,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
can feel this one.
Oh, big
Okay.
difference.
Yeah, big difference.
Let's
You can
try it on. What
What's,
size?
what's your name, you?
Graham.
Brian.
Graham.
Graham.
Yes.
My
Perfect.
name Joe.
Joe?
Yusuf.
Ah, Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Yeah.
Yusuf.
By Egypt, Yusuf.
Yes.
By English, Joe.
Sure.
By Italian, Giuseppe.
Ah, Giuseppe.
The pizza man. Okay. Hopefully this fits because it's a nicer colour, yeah?
Yeah.
It'll go well with your...
I help you.
I think this is okay.
Excuse me, because the t-shirt.
Yep.
Without t-shirt.
Yeah, we've just gone through the little shopping bazaar
In Esna?
in Esna, and it was fun. It was pretty. It was something very different for us. We haven't seen any of that. There's a shoe shine guy just here,
Just here.
doing a great job.
It was a different
morning.
town. It was absolutely... The people were all beautiful,
Yes.
friendly. Kids were just adorable.
They were so cute, as they all are. Everyone was kind. Everyone always was like smiling and happy, and yeah, felt very, very welcome in the town.
But it's certainly a step back in time. You feel like we're back in the 1500s or 1400s or something like that. We've just all dirt roads, old buildings, and it's not an easy life, that's for sure. It makes you realise how lucky we are.
We definitely have appreciated our life and our lifestyle and what we do have in Australia, and yeah, we're very, very thankful. Now we're heading back to the boat or ship, and we'll be greeted as always by the Viking crew with great hospitality, and we'll show you what it's like right now. Just be careful walking down the stairs, babe.
This is a beautiful local church. This church was absolutely
Oh.
amazing, wasn't it? Kids,
This is-
all the people are beautiful.
I love the people. The people are beautiful. They're so kind.
See, all the kids wanted to be on camera, didn't they?
They
Loved it.
did. What a journey it's been, from the jaw-dropping grandeur of Abu Simbel to the unbelievable genius behind Aswan Dam.
And the Nubian and Esna villages showed us the heart. The people, the stories, the smiles, the culture that has lived here for long before any of us arrived.
Egypt surprised us at every turn. Incredible engineering and some of the friendliest communities we've ever met.
History, humanity, humour. This trip had everything and maybe a little too much heat.
We'll never forget the people here, the history we walked through, the time I almost locked an entire temple full of tourists at Abu Simbel.
If you enjoyed this ride through Egypt, hit like, subscribe, and keep following us as we discover this beautiful world one story at a time.
We'll see you in the next episode.